Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe. Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah. Today I wanted to recreate a Euphoria look by Doniella Davy, worn by Maddy Perez. This vibe right here, kind of a silver ultra wing liner, like obsessed. I don't know if you can see that. Gorge. Made some adjustments so I could have it suit me, and unfortunately I've never seen Euphoria before, just because my sister be telling me that it's stressful and I'm just like, I can't take it anymore right now. But I love what it's done for the makeup world. It's kind of made makeup fun again, instead of just all nudes and neutrals and all that kind of stuff. So I love Euphoria for that. I've been following the makeup looks. Anyways, if you'd like to see how to get the look, please stay tuned. Okay, so first I'm going to start with my liquid highlighter because I just like the way it looks on my skin. This is Glow Bandit by Hank and Henry. Miss him very much. Just all over, like it doesn't have to be perfect because we're about to blend our foundation on. Yeah. Then I've been really into this foundation. This is the Makeup Forever new HD Skin foundation, and it looks a lot like skin. Medium to full coverage. Really beautiful actually. Kind of a satin finish, a little bit more on the matte side, which I need for my skin right now because it is dry. I have a bit of eczema. But I just like the highlighter underneath because it kind of deflects the light and blurs the skin and makes it look nice and perfect. And then this foundation is just natural looking but still very full coverage if you want it to be. I love this foundation. I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in two colors. One in Caramel Corn to kind of combat the dark circles under my eyes, and one in Granola just to give a bit of brightness. And we can blend that out. A bit of eczema under this eye, but that's okay because it's not that noticeable. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because somebody asked for a eyebrow slit tutorial. So I'm gonna do an eyebrow video that's just dedicated to brows. Okay, concealer is blended in. The next video I'll post is gonna be the eyebrow video in depth so that I can take you through it. But I'll be right back and I'll have my brows done in a second. Okay, eyebreezies are done, sweater's off. Let's get on to some glam. So first up, I always like to put my nose contour in my crease just to help blend because it's such a microfined powder and it just makes everything go on nice and smooth. Get a little Morphe brush, M533. I'm just gonna put that in my crease. Light dusting. This is a cool tone eye look, but I like to just help the cool tone blend into my skin. This brush is brand new, so she's maybe shedding a little bit. Maybe she should get it together because we're on camera. Same thing over here, and then it just kind of buffs away if your concealer creases, which mine likes to. I have a lot of space here, but it's kind of heavier, I guess, and creates creases sometimes. Okay, next up, I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, and I'm gonna go into this shade at the top here, and let me see if that'll be dark enough, because it's a little bit cooler, even though it's warm on my skin tone. It'll show up a little bit of cooler, just to give us some depth a little bit, like that. Just layering, don't have to be too careful, because we already did that, like, first base transition color, I guess the nose contour color. Bring that. Okay, don't want it too warm. I'm gonna go into this cooler brown color here, and I think I'll use a smaller brush, but a fluffy one as well, just to do a little tiny bit of shadowing here. Whenever you use metallics, I find that they kind of reflect the light and you can lose your shape if you just go in with straight up metallics. So I'm doing some mattes underneath so I can shape my eye a little bit. I like to frame my face this way, just lightly. Keeping it all about the silver we're about to do. A little bit in here just to create a little bit of an eyelid space. Barely touching my lid, but just creating a bit of shape. If you're not feeling so comfortable to do it with such a dark color, just use a lighter cool tone color, but I just thought I'd keep it in the palette so it's nice and easy vibes. Next up, I'm gonna take the Master Metals. They're kind of like mixing mediums, but they look cute on their own. So I'm just gonna take the silver right here and use it like a shadow, which I haven't done with this color, but crying out loud. And I'm doing a light coat all over to start, and I'm gonna wing it out in the shape that we did. It's a little darker than I wanted, but this is a good base because it's hard to find like a good silver shadow. I haven't worn silver shadow since I was like freaking the early 2000s, I don't think, which makes sense because her style is very Y2K vibes. It's a vibe. I'm gonna just bring it up a tiny bit to increase my lid space. That way I have more room to do a fierce wing. Yeah, So it's very much giving blue, and this has always been my biggest beef with like silver shadow. The only silver shadow that's ever looked like insane, like really good on me, because it's got kind of multicolors in it, but it goes like a truer silver on me. This no longer exists, but it's a pigment from Pat McGrath Labs. I'm just gonna double check, because if it does actually exist, I'd be lit. I didn't want to use this because this was part of a 3-piece kit. It had a cream, I think this giant liner, it was called Metamorphosis, and it was awesome because the cream actually had a little bit of like gold in it. So that's what I'm gonna do to kind of tone down the bluey tones here, is just add a little bit of gold. Not gold, but something more neutral. So this is the Mothership 7, and I'm gonna go into this shade here, which are my favorite toppers, but it's a little bit beige, so I think that'll help tone down the bluey. And I also wanted to do this anyways just to make it more shiny, but I'm gonna get it on my hand and just press it on all over with my thingy. I'm gonna press on a lot too. And I'm just taking my brush that had our transition shades on it and just go over top of where our transition was before, just to help blend it so shiny. All right, moving on here. It looks like she has very long eyeliner, which is right up my alley. I'm gonna use my one side liner, one of my faves. I'm just gonna do a light drag across the parts that I don't have to worry about as much, just to get the party started. And then we're gonna do a line out to the Oblivion. And then from here, just pull it out. And I like to keep doing that until I wanna commit to a line. Smoothing it as we go. When I do that, I like to go half on my skin and half on the liner just to drag it out. And it's not the most like winged liner. I mean, it's winged, but it doesn't really turn up. So I'm gonna try and keep it on the straight side, but still making sure it's flattering for me. That little boo-boo on the bottom is driving me nuts. So I'm gonna fix it right now. I just like to fix boo-boos at the end because it might not be a boo-boo by the time you're done. I'm just gonna smooth out any lines and then extend out that wing. Very far out. Cool, and then it also looks like she's got a little in the inner corner. I'm just gonna do it lightly. I started fixing my concealer and it wasn't even filming, but I was just explaining that I like to use the same summer concealer color in the winter, which is caramel corn, because I need the peachiness, because around the winter time I got kind of like, I get these dry patches kind of around my mouth and then it goes gray, so I find caramel corn is peach for that, but then the granola shade is really good for brightness. So this is just the caramel corn color for my touch up, re-highlighting my nose, and I did my chin. Okay, we're bright. Now I'm gonna take a bit of my The One Size setting powder, one of my faves, the Patrick Star, and I'm just going to take a bit on my dampish beauty blender and press it into those areas we just touched up, because now we're a little more serious about our makeup. We can stamp it into place. I always like to set after I've done my eyeshadow. Some people do it before to catch any fallout, but I'm too dry for that and it makes me look flaky, so I have to wait till like the last minute. Otherwise I just look like fried chicken and not the oily kind. So I'm just gonna dust away the excess. We'll get our color back in a moment. Next up, I'm gonna take the Super Black Master Pigment Pro Pencil and I'm gonna waterline my line. Line my waterline. I like how dark this is, and I'm gonna pull it to meet that line we did lightly earlier. Probably gonna have to touch this up because I'm putting light in the inner corners of my eyes. Didn't think about that, but here we are. And I'm gonna smudge along the edge as well, just so it bleeds a little bit into the waterline. I mean lash line, We'll do this, connect it a little bit more, and then connect it in here. Bring out our point of it by just smudging. Might touch up the top liner too. Feeling foxy. Let's get a little nose contour pop in. Same color we used in the beginning, and I'm just gonna go along the sides of my nose and I'm connecting it to that area we did above the eye a little while ago. Oh, this isn't the right color. Whoops. The color I usually use for my nose is a little bit cooler, but this will do the trick. It's a little warm, but that's okay. Underneath, and then around the tip, like that. I'm gonna go into my dark demineralized skin finish. What else is new? Just hugging my cheekbone. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. Just give myself a nice warmness. Making this look for me. Forehead. Ooh. I think that I wanna put a little bit more of our shimmer on there, just to be extra. Just a little bit. Yeah. And then inner corner, I'm gonna go back into my Glow Bandit highlight by Hank and Henry Beauty and just do a little bit here. It's light and a little silvery vibes. It's not silvery, it's just like cooler tones, so that's I think nice for the look. A little across the tip of the nose here. I'm gonna take my Rochelle Beauty lashes in Aurora. I have a code for a discount if you use code Sondra, and it's linked down below, but they're my faves. I put them in a lot of videos, but I just thought it'd be cool for this winged eye look. I always like to put on a bit of glue and then do my mascara right quick. I have the Nudestix. This is the lash lengthening one, yes. One of my faves. Just gonna do a super light coat, not so much to build it up, just so that they're black. So on as low as I can. Second one, let's go. They look crazy. Anyways, let's do a quick little layer on the bottom. Just a light layer. Had an allergic reaction yesterday when I was trying to do this because long story short, but my eye went all ugly and nasty. Should I show you? You guys like gross stuff? I don't know if you can see it on there. All of a sudden I just got like crazy bubbles, and then I took the makeup off. It wasn't because of the makeup. I'm watching a cat, and then I think the cat was around my brushes. I'm allergic, which I learned because I thought maybe I'll get a cat, but I'm too allergic. Anyways, and then it went really puffy. Anyways. Gross. But so this makeup actually did over a couple days because I had to take a break, but my eyes like totally smooth today, so it just puffed out and then it just went back to normal. So I guess maybe he licked a brush and I didn't catch it, and I don't know, because that product that I used didn't make me have allergic reaction, but he tried to chew a brush earlier and then I took it away from him to be washed because I'm allergic, but there must have been others. But anyways, I did wash all my brushes, kept it away, and yeah, so here we are, no hives. Blah blah blah. Let's move on to the lips, for crying out loud. So I'm gonna use for the brown lip liner, and it looks like it has kind of like a gloss too, but anyways, this is the Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil. This is in, where's the color at? Ground Control. This is by mcgrath. So I'm gonna try and do kind of a non-mess of my lips because this is not one of my strong suits. Oh no, I have to set myself up for success. I'm about to fuck it up in a good way. Mustache vibes. I'm gonna take the Fenty Icon Lip, and this one is Major Magnet. Just a little, oh, that's a nice color. Cool, very cool. And then a little permagel lip. This is in Flesh Astral in the center. I don't think I'm gonna do blush. I'm just gonna use my bronzer is gonna act as my blush today. I'll just fluff it up a little bit. Okay, let me go fix my hair and then let's take off the wig. Oh, not the wig. A headband. BRB. So that is our completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Euphoria look. Let me know if you want to see any others. I have fun doing it. Made a few adjustments so it can suit my face, and I suggest you do the same just so you're decorating in the best way possible. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Love yourself, stay pretty, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Take care.